Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Dave. Today we're going to play some Rebel Galaxy. It's a space exploration and adventure game that plays a lot like Sid Meier's Pirates from back in the day. Some coffee here. And it has some pretty simplified space flight mechanics, which in my mind is ultimately good because it allows you to just have fun with the aspects of the game that are truly the focus, which is combat, piracy, mining, trading, getting those sweet, sweet galactic credits so you can get a cooler ship and upgrade all your weapons and defense items and shields and become basically an unstoppable force in the galaxy. The aesthetic of the game is firmly in Firefly territory with the bluesy outlaw country sort of grassroots rock music. And you can customize the game's soundtrack, interestingly enough. If you have a collection of Firefly or Serenity tracks, or Star Trek, or Star Wars, or Eminem, if that's what you want to point the game towards for your custom soundtrack, you can do that. For purposes of YouTube flagging content, I'll just leave the game at its default soundtrack, which, even though I'm not a country music person by and large, this is a very good fit for the game, so it's pretty enjoyable. This is just the stuff that plays when you're idle in the main menu, so we're going to jump out of that here and get into... I have started a new game, but I'm not very far into it. I'm going to just start a new one so you guys can... We'll play through the campaign and then do whatever side stuff interests us in this series, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The game is really well optimized. I'm very pleased with how it performs and records. It should look very pretty.
6 days ago, you received a cryptic message from your Aunt Juno, the family black sheep who you haven't seen or heard from in over 10 years. The message provided the access codes to the Rasputin, a near-derelict spacecraft and a relic of her younger days. Also included were the coordinates to Rust City, an out-of-the-way space station with a questionable reputation. She practically begged you to meet her there as quickly as possible. Now, after several days of travel and a few unscheduled maintenance stops, you have at last arrived. This is a place of liars and thieves. You wonder how you let yourself get dragged to such a godforsaken backwater.
Already some elements of Star Wars and Firefly cropping up hard. Alright, message from the station. There you are. Your aunt asked me to keep an eye out for you. I see you found her old ship. Bring it into the dock. Meet me at the bar. I have something for you. Who is this guy? Where are my manners? I'm Orzu, an old friend of your aunt's. Back in my younger, wilder days. Now I own the bar here. Life is quieter. See you soon. Alright, so here's just some information about how to steer the ship and interact with various items. So we have our basic camera controls with the right stick. We can steer our ship on the horizontal plane with the left stick. And that's pretty much it as far as movement. We can hit A to accelerate our engines. So there we've started to speed up a little bit. And B slows us down, of course, all the way down to a full stop. Let's go slowly towards this station. We can engage in warp speeds, but as I'm aimed right at a space station, I don't think that's the greatest idea. We want to dock with this station. There we go. Just like sailing into port in Sid Meier's Pirates, The Rasputin has 2 turret mounts, but only 1 turret installed at present. It's a good idea to visit the equipment bay, enter the weapons section, and purchase a new scatter turret to install in your beta turret mount. So just like in Sid Meier's Pirates, again, we've got our basically our city menu. We can go to the bar, just like going to the tavern. We have our equipment bay where we can see what stuff we have equipped. Shipyard where we can buy and sell, whole ships. Commodities market for trading goods. Mission board for picking up tips on new missions. We'll go to the bar because that's our quest. And meet Orzu. Ah, my, you're the spitting image of Juno. So good to see you. So good to drink coffee. So where is my aunt? She was supposed to meet me here. To be honest, I don't know. I haven't seen her in nearly a week. She was afraid she wouldn't make it back before you arrived. Why do you say that? Because she gave me something to give you on her behalf. Why would she have done so if she was expecting to be present? What is it? Maybe it'll tell me how to find her? That may be. She called it a specter. Although I doubt that is its proper name. Juno mentioned that it is some sort of AI symbiote, whatever that means. Can I see it? Here you go. As to your aunt, frankly, you're in no shape to find her. That's the Rasputin parked in the hangar, isn't it? I hate to say it, but times have changed since that was a worthy ship. You've got no deflector, no tractor beam, that whole plating is like paper. And to be frank, your weapon systems are practically pop guns. No offense. I can get you an upgrade or 2. Juno would never forgive me if I sent you off to your inevitable doom. I can't afford to let it go for nothing, though. I've got a little something for you. I've got a little something you could help me with in exchange. I've got a shipment of Greel whiskey coming in. My supplier, however, seems to have gotten himself into hot water and can't come near the station. I'll give you the payment, and if you can make the exchange, I'll have something for you when you return. It's a deal. Here's 500 credits for the payoff, and the coordinates where you'll meet. His name is Branson Cole. He should be waiting for you. Bring the whiskey back, we'll get you squared away, and I'll have some more information as well. Excellent. Alright, so we have our first mission. Let's go to... We have 1,500 credits. We'll leave the bar and go to our equipment bay. See if we can take a look at our beta turret here. And a scatter turret is 750 credits. I actually wonder... Mining lasers are more expensive. We'll need a mining laser at some point later, but we'll make do with a regular scatter turret right now. We will install it. Very good. Let's take a quick look at our defense. We have primary shield and standard hull plating. We don't have a deflector. We would need 4,500 credits to get in on that game. And we just have standard hull plating. Ceramic would be nice. We'll make tons of money later in the game to be able to afford not only all of these upgrades, but much better looking ship too. This derelict old piece of junk is not going to last us too long, I imagine. Although maybe we might play the game in such a way that we upgrade the crap out of this ship and just play it the whole way through the campaign. That might be fun to do too. Alright, looks like we're good. Let's find those coordinates. This pop-up just telling us how to navigate, which is super simple. We have a mini-map with a quest marker on it, so let's just steer towards that quest marker. Get our engines at maximum here. Orient the ship a little bit. And once we're kind of away from some of these systems, we'll be able to engage in warp speed. Here we go. Music picks up. Excellent. Alright, we are now at warp. Feels really good to cruise in this game. We're coming up on our destination already. We should come out of warp automatically, if I remember correctly. Steering a little off course there. There we go. Here we go. There's Branson Cole. Got an incoming hail. Let's answer
Hey
it.
there. Where's you seen you? Got my payment?
Yes, he did. Here's the cash.
How's you doing business?
Transmission. Received cargo grill whiskey ×1. And that concludes that portion of that mission. Slow down a little bit so we can actually turn in this asteroid field. And our quest marker, our mini-map is going crazy. Must be the instruments. Just kind of going haywire here in the asteroid field. That's alright. Let's just speed out of the system. Now proximity is kind of ruining my radar systems. There we go. Much more stable. We will warp back. To where we were. The visuals are pretty simple, but very attractive, and we're really well optimized considering how low impact they are. I guess I'm not really articulating this very well. There's a lot for this game to present, but it does it all very smoothly. And if you get up close to some things, even if we were to get up real close to our ship, the model is not that impressive, but it's perfectly sufficient. I think the game strikes a great balance between the beauty of its presentation and how smooth it is optimized. Not a lot of games can do it as effectively as this one does it. People will watch this and think, well, this is basically a combination of Elite Dangerous and Sid Meier's Pirates, and you're not wrong, but it's more fun than Elite Dangerous, and as fun, I think, as Sid Meier's Pirates. So, of course, that is very subjective as well. You might be a huge fan of Elite Dangerous for the realistic physics and excellent space sim it presents, but that's a game that takes work to be real good at, like a lot of work, and a lot of patience, and sometimes you just want to pick up a game and be a space pirate. Alright, we will visit our new buddy here, Orzu, and give him his whiskey. Many thanks for your help. I've got two options for you here, deflector and a tractor beam. Deflectors are an excellent defense in combat. Of course, you'll need a tractor to bring objects into Rasputin's hold. I will take the tractor beam because I plan on doing some mining. Very good. Tell me about my aunt. I was hoping I might trouble you for a quick favor, given how deftly you handled the exchange. Well, tell me about it, I suppose. It's a simple matter. I have some items at a remote storage location. Given their contents, it would be best if they weren't discovered by any interested parties. I need them disposed of at no real risk to you. Alright, I can do that. Destroy the containers wherever you see fit. It won't take a moment. Alright. Let's see. I have 13,000 credits now. Closing in on 14,000. Let's check our equipment bay. We do have a secondary weapon slot that I might use for flat cannons at some point, but let's take a look at our... We can buy a deflector now. I think that's a good choice, in case we run into any unsavory characters. We'll save the rest of our credits for now. And we will go find these containers to destroy. Let's see, we'll check our mini-map. Down there in the corner is our indicator. And we will have to use weapons at this point to destroy these things. My ship has weapons controlled by the D-pad. So down in the lower right you can see, right now I have my broadsides equipped. And I can aim the broadside like so. It's actually a lot like the broadside, the ship-to-ship combat in Assassin's Creed 4. Continuing the theme of pirates. Assassin's Creed 4 was basically like a more intricate, a little more in-depth version of Sid Meier's Pirates, which we have already noted shares a lot of similarities with this game. So we have our broadsides and then we have our turrets, and our turrets are not as powerful, but they are more nimble in terms of aiming. So you have that kind of trade-off with both weapon systems. Very powerful, or just get out of that little help pop up there. You can have a very powerful broadside, or you can have... Ooh, we're gonna hit... We actually got hit by that. Doesn't look like... we're getting hit by space debris here. Maybe it would not hurt to go a little faster. Anyways, here we'll demonstrate the broadside, so let's aim it right here. And the longer you hold down that broadside, the more focused and powerful it becomes, as you can see by the trajectory indicator. Alright, we've taken down 2 of the containers. Are there more? Yeah, there's one over there. It's silly to take damage from those things, but our shield indicators are surrounding our mini-map. Show that we're not doing too bad in terms of shields and hull integrity, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. Kind of whiffing on these shots here. Maybe if I, ooh, I got hit by another piece of space junk. Maybe if I switch to my... Switch to our turrets here. Which has a little bit of a lock on. There we go. Made much shorter work of that container. Hit by another piece of space junk. Okay, we're out of reach of that one. Let's switch back to our broadsides. And come around this direction. So as you can see, the space flight is only on a horizontal plane. But it actually doesn't really matter. If you consider that the flight mechanics are more of a theatrical it's more for show and setting. Certainly that's kind of how it plays. Oh great, now we have enemy ships. Well, let's see. Guess we're gonna fight them. We'll use our turrets here. Alright, took him out. Another whoop, enemy over on this side. Took the long way around for that one for sure. He's out of our range. I think he's a little bit bigger, so let's get up some speed. take out these guys behind us. That mine is certainly going to hit us. Our shields are still doing pretty good. That guy's still out of range. So let's up our engines a little bit here. Go back to our broadside. Our turrets will automatically fire at him. And we'll put some well-placed broadsides in his hull. It's out of range again. Let's go overtake him. We are going faster than him, so especially at sublight speeds, which the game will automatically bump our ship to if there's yik-yak meat. Hold to tractor. Guess I'm getting that yik-yak meat. Alright, guy. You are not long for this galaxy. Some well-placed broadsides there. He has some serious hull integrity. He's not taking any damage. I might just abandon this fight. We can't make short work of him here. Maybe we use turrets until we're like within impossibly close range. That might be the best way to handle it. He's hiding in this debris. Kind of a fun tractor beam these munitions. Should be using my deflectors more often. That's what this blue flash is. I'm gonna overtake him soon. Here we go. Taking out his right-hand shields. Should be able to get at his hull pretty soon here. Yeah, there. Now it's starting to go down. Now we're hitting his rear and side shields. Overheated my weaponry there, so maybe now we switch to the broadside. That'll do a lot more damage now that we've reduced his shields on that side. It's just slightly out of range. He is now ours. Steer out of that collision course. Got him. Let's go take that cargo of live organs. It shall be ours. Slow down our ship a little bit. Contraband live organs. We have taken them. Let's go back to talk to Orzo. Get out of this space debris field. It was a good first taste of combat. Could have used our deflector a little more. Might have to repair our ship a little bit because the right-hand hull is not at the level of integrity we might desire. Let's get into warp speed here. So satisfying. Feel the rumble on the controller. So very good. Picked up some interesting cargoes. I'm excited to see what that contraband will do for us. I really like that you automatically come out of warp when you reach an area of interest. You don't have to be nearly as intricate with your docking maneuvers as you might in something like, going back to Elite Dangerous. When No Man's Sky comes out, I'm sure I'm going to play that, and we'll see how the flight mechanics work in there as well. Alright, we will now dock at Rust City. We'll talk to Orzo at the bar. You're so reliable. I can see Juno's influence. Thanks again for your help. Favor's done. Now it's time for you to hold up your end. If you want to track Juno down, I think your most likely bet is to speak with Sandar, her partner. How much do you know about your aunt's activities? She was a hell of a trader and made a lot of money out here on the frontier. That's one way to look at it. Most folks would call it smuggling. And Sandar moved the goods for her. You should try and get in touch with him. He's at some scabby station at the edge of the system. I will mark it on your chart. Thanks. I'll check it out. We got some more credits for that little deed. We have 13,000 credits. Let's use some of them to repair our ship. It'll take 92 to repair, looks like everything. And here's some other ships we could buy that will take many more credits than we have available. But wouldn't it be great to be flying a Manticore around the system? Space missile truck, essentially. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's take a look at our equipment bay and see what we can upgrade here. Our broadsides. Excuse me. Our pulse cannon's been doing good work. We could get a tachyon cannon for 6,000. They have more limited range but faster firing. We will ignore that for now. I don't see a need as yet. We will probably want to get that mining laser soon. 9,000 credits. We'll be able to afford that better in a little while. Anything we can get for defense. So we have primary shields. Let's get some Mark 1 shields. We'll sell the old ones, which is a nice feature. Our deflector is doing fine. What about our hull plating? We can get ceramic hull plating for 2,500, so I think we'll do that. Defense is a good idea, I think, early in the game. That's generally how I tend to play these sorts of games. Make my ship strong so I can just outlast my opponent. Yes, we will sell the standard plating. We still have 5,000 credits. I think that is best saved for now. Let's check the commodities market. We might be able to sell some of what we have. Ooh, our sell price for those live organs is 13,000 credits. That's really good. And yik-yak meat. I think we sell it. I think we sell it all. Now we're almost up to 20,000 credits. Let us hang on to that money for now, because we might be able to get some significant upgrades sooner rather than later. If we can build up a good stock. I think we're doing good. So I'm thinking we'll go find this guy who knows our Aunt Juno, and then just kind of see where the galaxy takes us. But at least this immediate mission is going to be the goal for this episode here. We're at full engine. Now we should be able to get into our warp speed. There we go. And off we go. Sandar. So there's obviously a story to be played through here, and that's going to be kind of the main focus of the series here, but we will certainly take time to do whatever strikes our fancy, because it is an open world game. Again, just like Sid Meier's Pirates, Assassin's Creed 4, games that have a lot of piracy and smuggling and that sort of thing. They let you just sort of take the game at your own speed and do things in whatever order interests you, so which I think is very much a strength for a game set in space, because there's so much to do in space. Alright, here we go. We'll visit the bar, meet Sandar. Do we know one another? No, but apparently you know my Aunt Juno. Might, or I might not. That depends. Depends on what. I do know her. I'll have to check around for her whereabouts, of course, and while I'm doing that, you can do a little something for me. You want me to bribe you? Think of it more as a fair exchange. Tit for tat, I think they say. There's a certain double jack captain who's been making my business difficult. I'd like that to end. So not a bribe, but dirtier. What an improvement. Trust me, he's a rather unwholesome fellow. You'll be doing the entire sector a service. Oh, it doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. Excellent, I've transferred the coordinates. Come find me when you finish. I should have something for you by then. So yes, it is another fetch quest. And I have a feeling that we encounter those a lot in this game. If you want to follow the story, go to X location, shoot Y object, and return to Z for your next quest. But, you know, the gameplay is also structured around a very satisfying fly, enter combat, loot, and then, you know, space station, space dock resolution, where you can sell all the stuff you picked up, you can perform upgrades, so there's a pretty satisfying gameplay loop involved. You go out, you fight, get stuff, you sell stuff, and you probably get information, and all in the hopes of scoring another big stack of credits. And the end game is really just trying to get the most powerful ship you can get. So, you know, in that respect, the game is not complicated at all, and not very deep if I'm being honest, but it is very enjoyable, and it's easy to play casually, and those are aspects of games that I find pretty valuable these days. I like to be really good at games, but I also don't really have the time anymore to get that good at them, so it can be nice to have a game like this where you can just jump in and play. We're seeing here in the commodities market, I'm considering at some point buying some stuff to sell when I return. And you can see the system average price, for example, alien artifacts. The system average is $17.5. The price I could buy them for here is $11.8, so I might potentially make some good money here. As long as we're here, let's just try it. We now have some alien artifacts in the hold, and hopefully back at Rust City, those are worth more. If they're not worth more there, I'm sure they'll be worth more at another system. So it's an investment. We'll see if it pays off. But first we gotta go find this guy and get rid of him for Sandar. Let's get out of the gravity well of this space dock. There's some pretty sweet flying icebergs.
Engines at maximum.
Get a little ways out from this system and we'll jump back into warp speed, and I think after we take care of this mission, we'll call it good for this episode. And you guys will have gotten a pretty good taste of what Rebel Galaxy is all about. Here we go. Delay when you get into warp. I love the sense of anticipation there, and I love that they allow you to move the camera during that time so you can give it maximum visual impact. It'll take us a little while to fly there, but that's why we have camera controls. So we can admire our rust bucket here. It'll be really fun when we get some impressive ships and some impressive... ooh! We almost crashed into that asteroid. It'll be really impressive when we get some nice hyperdrives and that sort of thing. I'm thinking the screenshot potential for this game is pretty great. Still a little ways out. We can only travel so fast because we're inside this belt. Now we're getting a hail from the target. Exploration contract bonus. 35 credits. That guy is our target. He's hailing us. Let's answer the hail.
I figured someone like you might show up. Who sent you? Sandar? Morgan? That little toad can't be paying you much. Look, this is gonna go bad for you. Pay me 800 credits and I'll make myself scarce, and you can tell Sandar whatever you want.
I know for a fact that the 800 credits he gives you is nowhere close to what you can get for wiping the floor with his face. So we will
It's your funeral.
rebut him with broadsides. On our deflector there. Do our best to take out his side shields there using our deflector. Deflector will take out most of our... will deflect most of the damage. Don't want to overtake him here. We'll switch to our turrets. So we can negate most of the damage of enemy weaponry with our deflector. However, we can't fire our own weapons while we use it. So a little bit of a limitation there. It's no big deal. Should make short work of him here. Switch back to our broadside. And there he goes. Spectacular. Very enjoyable little fight. Let's go take his cargo. Sell that alongside with our alien artifacts when we get back to Rust City. Get back to full engine speed here. And let this music kind of guide us to our magnificent launch into hyperspace. Distress beacon, well, it's not a priority. We'll just put it that way. Of course, the fight was so easy just because this is essentially still a tutorial mission, teaching us how to pick up contracts, fight enemies, deliver on contracts, that sort of thing. But enjoyable nonetheless. A little off course there. And here we are. I will inhibit your stellar mass. That was inappropriate. Let us dock. Visit the burr. Looks like we got some credits for that little job. We're now back. Maybe. Yeah, we did. Because we had almost 20,000. Then we purchased the alien artifacts, which brought us down quite a bit. And now we're back up to almost 20. Speak to Sandar. Good to know you can keep up your end of the bargain. I'm a creature of my word. I found a few leads. It turns out Juno was meeting with one of the militia captains on the sly. Why would she be doing that? And where is she now? I don't know on either count, but there's a militia toady who owes me a favor. What's her name and where can I find her? Her name is Xenia Kerr. A lieutenant, I think. She's undoubtedly on one of their endless patrols. I suppose I could arrange a meeting, but it'll take some time. What should I do until then? Well, I understand you have Juno's little bauble. Perhaps I could take it off your hands, and you could use the cash to patch up that old rust bucket. What do you say? This thing? How about you tell me what it is first? No. How about we keep that to ourselves? It's probably important. Oh, very well. Why don't you go bother Orzu again until I contact Xenia? Sounds good to me. Okay, let us first check the commodities market. Alien artifacts are not selling for as much now. What else did we pick up? Narco Cola, which is illegal and not selling in this sector, so maybe we just go back to Rust City, talk to Orzu, and see what we can get for those goodies there. We have an incoming hail. How do things go with Sandar? A bit of a slippery character, eh? No hard information yet. I feel like I need a bath. You have to get used to that if you're planning on staying around this sector. That's not why I've contacted you, however. It's the Spectre I handed you. It so happens that I've thought of someone who may be able to give you some more information. Bit of a researcher, I suppose you'd say. Researcher like Sandar is a businessman? Let's not quibble over titles. He's eccentric. Let's leave it at that. At any rate, I'm sending the coordinates of the station where he keeps his lab. I will check it out. Thank you, sir. It occurs to me that wherever that lab is, they may have an interest in alien artifacts. And the guy may not really quibble over their legality, so to speak. So we will go there, and we will see if we can sell that stuff for anything. Sublight speed. Looks like we're going to fly right by this star, which is going to be real cool visually. Shouldn't take us all that long to get there. Game's getting a little framey, not too bad. Flying by a planet here. Kind of steer clear of... Oh no, that was where we wanted to go actually. Hard to starboard. Excuse me, that is port. Hard to port. I just want a Firefly class ship. I want the Serenity. And I want the game to be moddable so that everything in this game, even the voice acting, has something to do with Nathan Fillion. Alright, we're at this space station. Let's see what we can sell. We're not going to visit the lab. We'll do that next episode, but I do want to check out the commodities market. Alien artifacts sell for 13,000, so I would make basically 2,000. It's not great, but at least I'm still coming out ahead, and I'd rather just deal with it here. So we'll sell it. Can't sell the Narco Cola because they see that as illegal here. That's okay. We'll sell it somewhere else. But yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. That is Rebel Galaxy. We will investigate this lab and this shiny AI ball that Aunt Juno left for us in our next episode. But hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know if this is the kind of game you want to see more of. I'm trying to branch it out a little bit. But yeah, this has been a really fun game to play, and I see it lasting quite a while for us, at least until No Man's Sky comes out. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back again soon with some more Rebel Galaxy. Take care.